The occasion of initiation is an extremely holy event for both the Guru and the disciple. The place of initiation, too, must necessarily be holy as to suit the occasion. The place where the peace, holiness, and devout sentiment of faith begin to flash in the mind can be regarded suitable for initiation. If initiation takes place amidst the crowd of a marriage festival, in the atmosphere of hustle and bustle, or amidst the handle and jostle of a throng, the disciple, far from being enlightened by the significance of initiation and duties of the initiated, will not even feel a thrill of being gratified and fortunate to have obtained some excellent and rare thing. Hence, the bestowal of initiation at any random place or in any type of untoward atmosphere will be by all means improper. So to summarize, this is talking about like the place of initiation and how it is one of the 6 aspects of the donation of mantra. And so the occasion of initiation is very sacred and it's very holy for both the Guru and the disciple. So the place where the initiation takes place has to be filled with peace and holiness, and everyone needs to have like a sentiment of faith. And so on the other hand, if this initiation takes place in like a busy place, it will make the disciple feel that they won't have any gratification towards the initiation.
There is nothing much to explain here, but the only thing about Brahma Sabandha Diksha is that Sharana Diksha can be taken at any place, but Brahma Sabandha Diksha is taken in front of Thakurji himself. So mostly at the place of the Guru in front of his Thakurji, when we are in a good condition, means we are in apras, we are in pavitra condition, at that time the Brahma Sabandha Diksha is given. There is no rule, there is no such rule for Sharana Diksha. It can be taken anywhere, and even if we are in not that much good condition, it's okay for that. But in Brahma Sabandha Diksha, all the criteria are taken much care of, as it is the second initiation, and after that the person who gets initiated starts performing seva of Shri Krishna. But the thing is that our mind must be pure. We must be concentrated upon what we are doing, and while getting initiated, we must have the feeling of being blessed by Sri Mahaprabhuji. And when if the descendant of Sri Mahaprabhuji is initiating the person, but that mantra diksha is given by Sri Mahaprabhuji himself, and that must be the same feeling in our heart, then Mahaprabhuji himself is initiating us. And the diksha is of Sri Mahaprabhuji. We are blessed that we are being initiated into Pushti Bhakti Sampradaya, the Sampradaya in which we will attain Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself with the blessings of Sri Mahaprabhuji. Fine. Continue.
5. Time for initiation. One chief purpose of bestowing initiation upon the disciple is to enable him to go ahead on the way of the course of Sampradaya. Hence, the time when a disciple is prepared to follow the course of Sampradaya is considered as an appropriate time for the bestowal of initiation. A child is allowed to have admission to a school only when he is eligible to pursue his study, remaining present in the school. There are a number of dangerous spots in bestowing initiation before time. For example, an earthen vessel is used for storing water. If instead a baked vessel, an unbaked earthen vessel is used for storing water, it's but natural that all the water will split away, and unbaked as it is, it may possibly break away. Similarly, if the vessel is too small, excess water will be spilled. This analogy will enable the Guru to note one thing. No doubt, the disciple may have been interested in the marg, and he may also be wishing keenly to receive initiation. But if he is not properly disposed to receive initiation and follow the duties of the sampradaya, or if circumstances are not favorable for him to observe his duties well because of mental, physical, familial, and social reasons, the Guru should not hasten and show undue liberality in bestowing initiation upon such a disciple. If the Guru does not take this matter into consideration, the condition of the initiated disciple will be exactly like an unbaked earthen vessel, which of course receives water but can't retain it. Hence, it should carefully be noted that the initiation which is bestowed before due time turns up fruitless as well as harmful to the disciple. Presently in Pushti Marg, there are a number of people who have been initiated in a very small age or an immature stage. Some of them do not even remember whether they have received initiation. Some of them do not know of the name of the initiator, Sri Vallabhacharya, their deity Sri Krishna, doctrines of the Sampradaya, or the mantra of initiation. Can there be any greater failure of initiation than this? Again, some people who are, of course, ripe in age, but quite unripe in the knowledge of doctrines and acharya, and the favorite deity as well as the observance of duties, are not in position to avail of any benefit in their life, even though they have obtained initiation that is rare even to gods. Initiation obtained by such people meets with failure, and hence it is valueless. From all this, both the Guru and the disciple should understand that successive initiation is given and received at improper time becomes almost uncertain. Perhaps Guru may show readiness and liberality to bestow initiation, but if disciple feels 1. That he himself is not adequately equipped with the knowledge of the doctrines of Sampradaya to carry out the duties of the Sampradaya, or 2. That though he possesses adequate knowledge of the doctrines of Sampradaya, but he does not incline to live his life in accordance with the doctrines of Sampradaya, with reference to Pushti Sampradaya, renouncement of Anyashraya, resort to other gods, Bhagwan's remembrance, Kirtan, good company, one-pointed resort in Shri Krishna, service of Shri Krishna, abandonment of the undedicated objects, etc., then the disciple should think twice and make no hurry to receive initiation. To get admission in any sampradaya, one is to abide by 3 conditions. 1. Initiation. 2. Abandonment of what is contrary to sampradaya. And 3. Living life in accordance with doctrines of sampradaya. Initiation is granted to the disciple as a formal recognition to join sampradaya and to begin and carry on the course in accordance with sampradaya. Therefore, if any person's conduct is not in accord with sect, even if he receives initiation, the admission of such a person in sampradaya is not worth consideration. The initiation in which there is no abidance by abandonment of forbidden conduct and no abidance by adherence to prescribed conduct is of no importance from the viewpoint of sampradaya. If a student remains absent continuously for a long time, his name is withdrawn from the school register and his admission is treated as cancelled. His regular absence in school indicates that he is no more interested in this study. Similarly, if the disciple does not follow rules of conduct according to the doctrines of Sampradaya, even after he has received initiation, it is proven that he is not interested in Sampradaya. But it is not forgotten that the initiation which is void of adherence to the tenets of Sampradaya is utterly meaningless. Hence, when any disciple is fully prepared to follow the course of Sampradaya, then only Guru should bestow initiation upon him. One pretty incident narrated in the stories of 84 Vaishnavas of Vallabhacharya explains this in a striking way. Naranhadas.
Wait. Summarize this much, then we'll go ahead.
Yeah, so this section is talking about the time of initiation, and so this means that the disciple should be prepared to follow the sampradaya only when it is the appropriate time for them. And so there's like a lot of like danger spots when you're receiving initiation before time. So that just means that you have to be ready to fully like prepare, or like fully be ready to walk on, or like to follow the duties of the sampradaya. And so both the guru and the disciple should make sure that they are the disciple should make sure that they are ready to follow the duties of the sampradaya, and the guru should not like keep on encouraging him to like show to become a disciple. And so, and if the guru does not do this, then the disciple the initiation will turn up fruitless, and it can be harmful to the disciple as well. And so in Pushti Marg, there are many people that don't even remember there are many people that haven't remembered if they've even received initiation, and they aren't like aware of like the main aspects of Pushti Marg. And so this means that initiation like this without any knowledge of like the sampradaya will result in failure, and both the guru and the disciple should understand what initiation is and how the success of the initiation is based on the fact of the time it is given in. And there are 3 conditions that one has to follow in order to get the admission into sampradaya, and that is initiation, and you should abandon anything that is against the sampradaya, and then you should live life according to the sampradaya.
See, the thing is that nothing can be valid if you are not following the duties. Means if a guru is initiating a person into the sampradaya, he must explain the duties first of all, that these are the duties which you have to follow after being initiated into sampradaya. And if you are ready to do so, if you are prepared to follow these duties, only then you can be initiated. Otherwise, even if you have much interest, you have much curiosity, still you must wait till the day you are not able to follow the duties. As in yesterday I explained that for Brahmasambandha Diksha, Mahaprabhuji explains that Seva of Sri Krishna is the primary duty for after attaining Brahmasambandha Diksha. And as Mahaprabhuji explains the rules and regulations in the Siddhanta Rasya Grantha, that all our dosha are subsided by attaining Brahmasambandha Diksha, and after that you have to leave all such objects which are not offered to Bhagavan Shri Krishna, not only about food, but our family, our house, our surroundings, each and every material we use have to be connected with Bhagavan Shri Krishna. To the best of our capacity, it must be physically offered to Bhagavan. If not, we can have the mental perception, we can have the mental feeling that whatever I am using is for Krishna. It is first of all for Bhagavan, and as a prasad, I am going to use all these materials. As a sevak, as Bhagavan is my Swami, he is my master. So, if a person is not ready to perform seva of Bhagavan Shri Krishna, then we cannot provide Brahmasambandha Diksha to him. The thing is that for now, each and every Pushtimargi has a thought that we must have Brahmasambandha Diksha, and only then we can be recognized as a Pushtimargi or Vaishnava. As I narrated an incident yesterday, that a person who was standing in front of me, she got initiated as her in-laws were not ready to have food and water from her hand till she doesn't receive Brahmasambandha Diksha. So is Brahmasambandha Diksha meant for providing food and water to the in-laws, or it is for performing seva of Bhagavan Shri Krishna? So people doesn't understand the purpose, and mostly her guru too wouldn't have explained her the purpose of Brahmasambandha Diksha. And when you are providing initiation in the lot of 250 and 300 and 500 people, you cannot explain anything to any of the person. The Guru must be in the personal contact of the Shishya. Before giving initiation, we must meet the person, we must make him understand the purpose of initiation, we must make the person understand the scriptures explained by Sri Mahaprabhuji, in which Mahaprabhuji has explained rules and regulations and his expectation from the person who is getting initiated. So these are the primary activities and these are the primary rules which have to be followed before attaining initiation. As in, we must make the person in contact with Sri Mahaprabhuji, we must make him understand the scriptures, the Shodas Granth which are written by Sri Mahaprabhuji, in which he is explaining the rules and regulations of his sampradaya and the duties which we have to follow after being a Pushtimargya Vaishnava, and the do's and don'ts also. There are some don'ts also, as Mahaprabhu is explaining the duties. As we must not attend the Bhagavat Saptah, in which the speaker is taking money for speaking Bhagavat. We must not go to any such places where a person is exhibiting the seva of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. We must not accept such Guru who is not explaining us the scriptures written by Sri Mahaprabhuji, and he is just interested in accumulating the money from the Diksharthi. So these are the basic qualities which we must check, which we must be aware of. And if we are being a Pushtimargya Vaishnava, if we are involving in any such activities, it means that you are not accepting Sri Mahaprabhuji as your Guru. You have not accepted Sri Mahaprabhuji as your Guru, and you are not aware of any of the scriptures written by Sri Mahaprabhuji. And a mistake which is done, being aware or being unaware, it is a type of ignorance. It is not a type in which we can be forgiven. Means, for example, if you are taking admission in any of the school, aren't we checking the rules and regulations and quality of the education which has to be provided in the school? Aren't our parents checking the quality of the teachers there? Aren't we checking the results of the school before getting admitted? So we have to be very serious about this. Same way we have to be serious about Sampradaya also. Why we are going to the Sampradaya, why we are getting initiated, what is the purpose of attaining initiation, why are we wearing kanthi in our neck, who is Mahaprabhuji, what are the orders of Sri Mahaprabhuji. These things must be clear in our mind, even if we belong to a Vaishnava family. Even if I am a child of Vaishnava mother and father, Vaishnava parents, still my parents also must teach me all these things. My Guru from whom I want to get initiated, it is his duty also to make us understand the rules and regulations of Sampradaya, to explain us the words of Sri Mahaprabhuji, the duties which we have to follow after being initiated. We cannot just be a Vaishnava because we are a child of Vaishnava parent or with any other purpose. The only purpose of getting initiated, very strongly in our mind, it must be hammered that we are here for Krishna and Sri Mahaprabhuji is our Guru. So only after reading the scriptures of Sri Mahaprabhuji and what are the duties towards our sampradaya, it cannot be learned vocally or verbally from anyone, but we must go through the written scriptures of Sri Mahaprabhuji. We must read Shodas Granth for understanding our duty. So these are the primary necessities before attaining initiation, and if a person is not ready to follow these duties, it doesn't mean that he is not interested or he is not curious about the sampradaya, he doesn't want to follow the sampradaya. It doesn't mean so, but possibly his environment and his surroundings are not yet prepared for following this type of lifestyle. It is quite possible. So he must wait. The Guru must also wait, that till the date he is not able to develop such environment around him in which he can perform seva, till the date he must wait. He must read Bhagavat, he must read Gita, he must be in the company of good Vaishnavas, he must attend the shibirs in which we can learn the scriptures. We must regularly go through the Shodas Granth, Chaurasi Doswan, Vaishnavarta, etc. So this is the lifestyle which can be lived after attaining Sharana Diksha, and when we are ready to perform seva, at that age we can have Brahma Sambandha Diksha. And if a person even after attaining Sharana Diksha, he is doing Anyashraya, then the Diksha is not valid. Bhagavan has not accepted his initiation. He is just wearing a kanthi in his or her neck, but by wearing a kanthi doesn't mean that you are Vaishnav. Means if you are not mentally, if you are not surrendering yourself towards Bhagavan Shri Krishna, then you are no more a Vaishnav. The Diksha is invalid. Same way, after Brahma Sambandha Diksha, if you are not performing seva of Bhagavan, you are not reading Bhagavat and Gita, you are not understanding the divine form of Bhagavan, you are not following the orders given by Sri Mahaprabhuji, then the Diksha is not valid. And for providing a Diksha to a wrong person, to an immature person, Sri Mahaprabhuji won't forgive that person. Mahaprabhuji would 100% feel that this is the person who is not he is not capable of being a devotee of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So Mahaprabhuji also, it is a disrespect towards Mahaprabhuji also, and disrespect towards Bhagavan also. So especially Guru must be very careful about giving initiation to any of the devotees, and on the other side, the devotee, the Shishya, he must also be very careful about what he is doing. Any question? Okay, continue.
Narahar Das was born in a Brahmin family. He developed deep faith and loving devotion for Bhagwan Sri Jagannath Ji, Sri Krishna, from the childhood. When his father became aged, one day he said to Narahar Das sarcastically, "Narahar, very often you go to behold Sri Jagannath Ji. Does he give anything to you? You do not earn anything. I spend money upon your pilgrimage. If I do not give you any money, you will die of hunger." Hearing condemnation of Bhagwan, and Narahar Das left his father's home. He made a resolve in his mind, "From now onwards I shall eat what Sri Jagannath Ji will give. I shall show to my father how capable Sri Jagannath Ji is." Meantime, by the grace of Sri Jagannath Ji, Narahar Das happened to meet Sri Vallabhacharya. He pleaded, "Gracious Master, take me in your refuge, make me your disciple." Sri Vallabhacharya said, "Narahar Das, there is disquiet in your mind. It is not free from attachment to money. So in the name of Bhagwan, the initiation mantra will not bring any fruit to you. Come to me after you have attained peace in your mind. Then I shall make you my disciple." When the disciple becomes fully ready to follow the course of Sampradaya, along with the proper knowledge, it is the proper time to bestow initiation upon him. The above-mentioned words of Sri Vallabhacharya remarkably substantiate from this doctrine. So, this story is from the 84 Vaishnava Varta of Vallabhacharya, and it explains how a disciple was born into a Brahmin family, and he developed deep faith for Bhagwan Sri Jagannath Ji, and he made like a resolve in his mind saying that, I will eat everything that Sri Jagannath Ji is. And so he happened to meet Sri Vallabhacharya, and he asked him to take him in his refuge, but Sri Vallabhacharya said that there isn't peace in your mind, and because it is not free from the attachment to money. So he refused to give him initiation until he had become attained peace in his mind. And so this shows how the disciple has to become fully ready to follow the sampradaya with the proper knowledge. And so that is when they should be, and that is when they should get in.
Sorry. The thing which Mahaprabhuji wants to explain here to Narhari Das was that till the date our mindset is not prepared for concentrating upon the course of Sampradaya, for concentrating upon Bhagavan Shri Krishna, and when we are not able to be mentally prepared for being a slave of Bhagavan Shri Krishna and accepting him as our master, till that date we cannot be initiated into the Sampradaya. The mindset at that time, Narhari Das was totally dedicated to Bhagavan Shri Jagannath Ji. He was ready to be initiated. He was interested in having initiation. But during that period, he had the feeling of revenge towards his father in his mind. So Mahaprabhuji explained that take your time, be free from this mindset, and after that I can initiate you. So after this incident, when with the blessings of Sri Jagannath Ji, when Narhari Das was visiting the beach of Jagannath Puri, he received lots of money from there with the blessings of Bhagavan, and then he returned those money to his father. He completed his revenge, and then he again returned to Jagannath Puri to Sri Mahaprabhuji, and then Mahaprabhuji initiated him. So the thing is that we are here for Bhagavan Shri Krishna, and if we have any type of other feeling in our heart, we cannot be concentrated upon Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So we must take our time, we must be ready for being a disciple of Sri Mahaprabhuji and follow the course of the Sampradaya for which we are here. Just by taking the Diksha and wearing a kanthi in our neck, we cannot be a Vaishnava, we cannot attain the result and the fruit of the Sampradaya. And if we are not prepared for that, we must wait till the date we are not able to follow the duties which are explained by Sri Mahaprabhuji. We must not be in a hurry to attain initiation. And we must not make the joke of the mantra and the initiation which is given by Sri Mahaprabhuji himself. It creates the feeling of disrespect towards Sri Mahaprabhuji and towards Bhagavan also. I hope the subject is clear now. Let me know if there are more questions. We can discuss next week. Otherwise, we will go ahead. Any question for now? Fine. Then let us conclude here.